Did the number 3 pick for the New York Football Giants just reveal himself? I think he did, and I am fired up. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because when I get to say, with the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select, we're going to be live on the channel. We're going to be live for every pick of the NFL Draft, and I don't want you to miss it. So subscribe and turn those noties on. I believe that with the 3rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants are going to select Abdul Carter. And what Abdul Carter told the media today, it makes me that much more confident that he is going to be a New York Giant. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and below me it says Abdul Carter hints that he is going to be a New York Giant. It might be a little bit more than a hint. Sounds like he got the Sharpie out and he started to write it down. Abdul Carter was at a Special Olympics event today, and a lot of media showed up, of course. It's an event that goes down before the NFL Draft. And Abdul Carter, born and raised in Philadelphia on his Pennsylvania roots, says, quote, "Once I go to New York, I'm all New York. I'm going to have to leave Philly behind. Not if I go to New York, not if the Giants take me, not when. Once I go to New York, I am all New York." So there you have it on that. Also, Abdul Carter is asked which team he has the best feeling about ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft. He says, definitely New York right now. So there is that. Abdul Carter also calls Lawrence Taylor the greatest football player of all time. And then Abdul Carter spoke to Ryan Novozinski, who covers the New York Football Giants, who made it very clear that the Giants will take him on Thursday. He boldly told me they'll form the best pass rush in the NFL. And then Ryan said, when I told him I covered the Giants, Carter said with a laugh, "So we'll be seeing each other soon." Well. Sounds like we may not have to wait until Thursday night to know who the Giants are picking at 3. At this point, I would be absolutely shocked if Abdul Carter was not the number 3 overall pick. And for me, ever since I have figured out that Cam Ward is going 1 and Travis Hunter has been going 2, Abdul Carter, no matter what. If you want the Giants to draft the best pass rusher in the NFL Draft, Abdul Carter, to form an identity for this football team, hit that thumbs up icon. I'm fired up. I know you guys are too. We have spent so many videos, so many minutes, so many hours talking about Abdul Carter and what he can do and what he can't do, which really isn't much, and what he's going to bring to this football team. And I don't want to bore anybody to death with who he is. I think everybody knows. He is an elite pass rusher. He moves different than almost any prospect we have seen in recent memory outside of the other former Penn State pass rusher. He is legitimately Micah Parsons 2.0. Like, I know you're not supposed to scout the helmet. You're not supposed to scout the jersey number. But when you watch the tape, and go to YouTube, like I've watched the All-22, but last night I stumbled across a video on YouTube, a 17.5-minute highlight tape of Abdul Carter. Edge rushers don't have 17.5-minute long highlight tapes, and all of them were explosive plays. Go watch it. Just type in Abdul Carter highlights, and you're going to walk away with the feeling that I have right now, which this is an A-plus pick, a home run pick. The Giants picked the best player on the board, and it is the pick that is best for the Giants now and into the future. Yes, they need a quarterback. No doubt about it. And we got some rumors to discuss about the New York Giants potentially landing, hopefully, their franchise quarterback in the same exact draft. We'll talk about that around the corner. First, though, I got to give a major shout-out to our proud sponsor, Game Time. With the NBA playoffs going on and the NFL season right around the corner, the place for you to go to get the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed is Game Time. So download the app, create an account, use that promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase, where terms to apply. Also, you can save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for Giants or Knicks games, Mets or Yankees games, or concerts, comedy shows, theater events, and so much more. It's more than just sporting events, guys. It is an awesome app, and it's the only app I use to buy tickets. And I was thinking about maybe buying some tickets to go maybe see the Knicks. And then I saw the prices. Then I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with Game Time and save myself $20 off. And you should do the same. Also, turn on that Game Time's Fix feature and turn on the all-in pricing feature. That way the price you see is the price that you pay. Shout out to Game Time. What time is it? It is Game Time, the best ticketing app that there is. Get hooked up with them. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. Let's go Game Time. All righty, shout out to Slick Rick, a.k.a. Pretty Ricky. Slick Rick Scoops, fan of the show. Breaking some major news in the NFL world as the NFL draft is about 12 hours away. Pretty Ricky saying, more rumors. I heard the Bears have offered the 10th pick and their second-round picks to the Giants to move up to the number 3 pick. The Bears keep calling, and the Giants keep saying no. If the Bears can't move up in the draft, they're looking for a first-rounder later in the draft to move off of that pick. Pretty Ricky also adding, just for clarification, the Bears would want to stay in round 1 if they move down. They would be asking for a pick swap with additional compensation. Also, the Bears would want Carter at 3, not Genty. And I talked to my guy Harrison Graham, host of the Chicago Bears Report here at Chat Sports, and he told me that the Bears tried to have a top 30 workout with Abdul Carter, and he told them no because he only was working out with the top 4 teams. So what could a trade with the Bears look like? And Chicago Bears Now? Chicago Bears Report? I don't know. My head's all over the place. Obviously, the Giants would want the number 10 pick. They're going to fall back 7 spots. But the Bears have 2 picks at the top of round 2, pick 39 and pick 41. They also have pick 72 and then a couple of late day 3 picks. I think a trade could look something like this. The Giants get that 10th pick. They also get the 39th pick. And I've remained consistent on this. If I am trading out of round 1, and you're not necessarily trading out of round 1, you're trading outside the top 3. If I am trading back in round 1, I need a future first-round pick. So I would not do this deal at all unless I am getting a first-round pick. And to be honest with you, if Ryan Poles called me up and said, yo, Marsh, we'll give you 1039 and next year's first-round pick. I don't know. I don't know if I would do it. Would you do it? If you were Joe Shane, would you make this trade? Type A for accept, type D for decline. You stay inside the top 10. You add another top 40 pick. So then you would have pick 10, pick 34, pick 39, pick 65, pick 99, and pick 105. 6 picks in the top 105 and a future first-round pick. A for accept, D for decline. I'm just typing my D's. D's nuts. D for decline. Just bring me Abdul Carter, man. Like, I think he's the second best player in this draft, and you're getting him at the 3rd overall pick. No need to get cute. A lot of time has been thought about this pick. A lot of energy, a lot of emotion, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and money for the New York Giants has been spent into this pick. Don't trade out of an opportunity to select a Hall of Fame player to maybe select a Hall of Fame player. Like, didn't we already learn our lesson? And I'm not saying every time you trade down it's going to be bad, but I'm still not over the 2022, I guess that was the 2021 draft, where the New York Giants traded down with the Chicago Bears, and they got that future first-round pick. But they passed on Micah Parsons, and they passed on Rashawn Slater, and they ended up with Kadarius Toney. I'm not doing that again. Yeah, you had a future first-round pick, and yeah, it turned into pick number 7, but you selected Evan Neal. So that trade was a total bust for just about everybody involved. Sounds like the Giants could also potentially trade back into round 1. This is something that we've talked about multiple times on this channel, and at this point, I think the Giants are trading back in round 1, and I think it's for a quarterback who I will say in a second. But Sears Tower, who is essentially Pretty Ricky, but for the Chicago Bears. They're now friends and buddies. It's very cute to see online. If you're watching, Ricky, I love it. He says the Giants and Commanders have been in heavy contact regarding a trade. And for some reason, there's a dartboard with a dart on the bullseye. Why is that? I think it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's with the Commanders, but I think the Giants are trading back into round 1. If Jackson Dart falls, because I think the QB they would trade up for is Dart. because I know that Brian Dable likes Jackson Dart over Shedeur Sanders. And Todd McShay says that Brian Dable is anti-Shedeur Sanders. And I don't think the guy that you hired to identify and develop the franchise quarterback, you're going to go against his wishes when he identifies the next franchise quarterback. And I'm not saying Jackson Dart is, but that is what Brian Dable thinks. My question to you is this. Which QB would you rather trade up for in the NFL draft? Is it Shedeur? Is it Jackson Dart? Give me your thoughts down in the comment section. I just tweeted this out, and this is my final take on the QBs. My QB in the 2025 NFL draft I want the Giants to pick is Jalen Milroe. And I'm hoping that they could do it by just staying at pick 34. We're going to find out very, very soon. You'll find out on my Twitter first, at @MarshallGreen_. So give me a follow over there and IG. One more sleep. Let's go, Big Blue.